All right, guys, what's going on? We're going to be talking about the Midnight Walkers roadmap in 2026, quarter one to quarter two. Now, I'm putting the year and the quarters in this so that way people don't get misconstrued later on whenever they come out with the next roadmap, which is going to be whenever they finish the blue section. You'll know what I mean whenever I go through it. But whenever they're done with the blue section, they're going to start another roadmap and they're going to release it whenever they're done with the yellow portion of this. So that way, when I make this video, I'm going to go over some topics again, but they're going to be more updated topics. So they released this upon releasing the early access, if not a little bit earlier. The blue section is what I was talking about. This is features that are currently in the active development. Means that these are the things that they are working on at the moment that they're trying to basically get into the game appropriately and making sure that we all enjoy it to its full extent, not just slap it on there, right? So they're taking their time with this development. We already knew that. Well, and the roadmap is no different. We're going to go over things that players have requested and ideas that they are trying to implement or are going to be implemented in the future when it makes more sense. That is when the next section comes in. Yellow, the soon section. Features that are coming very soon and nearing completion. So the blue section are things that they're just polishing up. Yellow section are things that are going to be in the game, but they haven't implemented into the game just yet. Future, the purple. Features planned for the near future, not too far out. So blue, polishing up the already in-game systems. Yellow, putting some more in-game systems when they make sense. Purple, putting systems in or planning to put systems in to make sense of the previous systems, to basically make sure that all the systems work cohesively as one unit and it makes sense for the consumer to go through the gameplay loop and enjoy themselves with said systems. Green, done. Features that are fully developed and completed. So the green are going to be things that they have already done. It's already in the game. And basically, they're just tweaking up to make sure that everything fits with all these other three on the top. Now we get to orange, long-term vision. Systems and features that are continuously in development or large in scope. These are tracked separately from the quarterly roadmap. This is what I was talking about earlier. So we're going to go over topics in the future roadmap discussions. And this is going to be it's because of this, we're going to go over a lot of stuff over again. But again, it's going to be updated and things that we're going to be talking about that are basically now we're asking questions. And next time I talk about it, we're going to be answering those questions. We'll probably be asking some more questions on top of that, but at least answering some of those as well. The red ones are ideas and players requested. Now, this is kind of unique to me. A lot of games that I was a content creator for, they do this, but it's more like a subsection. It's like a subsection of a subsection that gets lost in translation very easily. Like, I have yet to see a Discord or a community that handled this as well as Midnight Walkers has so far. I have to say that. Like, give credit where credit's due. This they did a very good job. A collection of ideas and player requested features. Not everything has been decided for development yet. And they also put not everything is going to be implemented either. So not every idea is a good idea for this game. Just know that. We're going to go over level, points of interest, expansion, and enhancements. This is going to be interesting. So you see this picture, and when I saw this picture, I instantly thought, okay, so we're going to find some fuses, and it's like a puzzle. We're going to have to find fuses scattered around, and then we get loot inside that bitch, right? That's going to be exciting. So, across Liberty City, you'll find hidden spaces tucked away throughout the map, each filled with unique mechanics and interactive elements. On every floor, you may discover hidden clues that reveal passwords for locked keypads. In other areas, you might restore power by inserting missing fuses into electrical panels, then activate switches to open new paths. New paths! Interesting. Some routes will lead you through extremely dangerous, trap filled zones, rewarding only those willing to take the risk. So, some Indiana Jones stuff. So, that's like a mixture of Indiana Jones slash Dark and Darker uh, little trap things. We're also introducing special location specific mechanics, for example, fully interactive slot machines inside the casinos that players can actually use. Oh, hey. I will absolutely love that. Imagine if you can get people to play poker, like on the tables, like anybody. That you just gotta interact with the chair or the table or whatever, and you can fill 4 slots. That would be cool, or 5 slots, and have someone be the dealer. That would be cool as heck. I'm just saying that'd be cool. What the team is currently working on: new module development, continuous creation of new hidden areas using fresh spaces and mechanics. They're doing such a good job with that. Oh, so good. They're doing such a good job with that. I would never think about doing the hidden clues to reveal passwords. I bet you anything, it's gonna have something to do with the lights, like our lights. Like we have to flash it on the wall, and it reveals some type of ink or whatever, passwords and stuff like that. That'd be kind of cool. Or like maybe not. Maybe we just have to look around on the walls for it, or some stuff like that. That'd be still kind of cool. Enhancing existing points of interest with new mechanics. Examples: password input systems paired with clue discovery modules. That is gonna be so cool. So like the fire doors that open up to reveal the staircase or whatever, you might need a password on one side of it or something like that. That'd be kind of cool. Excuse me. Power restoration mechanics using fuse panels followed by switch activation. That's gonna be so cool. Matt, imagine you chasing somebody and you pull the fuse out before the fight. You pull a fuse out of that door, and now they can't use that door to escape. Stuff like that might be in the game. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool though. I'm for it. I'm for it. So that is points of interest. New weapons. I'm excited about this. New weapons. You see the picture? See a bow, machete, crossbow. Oh my goodness gracious. We already know crossbow is going to be in the game because crossbow is one of the developers, and he's already said, I'm going to keep putting this out there. He's already said he's going to make sure the crossbow is coming out crispy, right? So he's making sure that crispy, that weapon is crispy. So until then, we might get a bow, a machete, and a crossbow. Now I know Smitty is excited about the crossbow, and I know Neko is excited about the machete. If the bartender can use the bows, like the short bows, that'd be kind of cool. I know there's already like long bows in the game, but having a short bow and a bartender being able to use it would be kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. That would be kind of cool. I don't know how many people are gonna agree with me on that one, but that'd be kind of cool. All right, weapon wielding zombies. This is what I'm kind of worried about this. I ain't gonna lie. I am very worried about this because we're playing the game, and we played both rookie and survival. Survival is the game mode above rookie. So, but everyone is dying to walkers and runners. Everybody, like 70% of the people are dying to walkers and runners. So those are without weapons. In survival, same thing. It's a little bit lower, maybe like 40%. So with weapons, I would say that number would jump up by, like, for survivals from 40 to 70%, maybe 60%, because it's a little bit more, people were a little bit more aware. But bro, rookies, that is going to be a flat 90% if it's in rookies. 90% of it's in rookies. There's no way they're adding this into rookies. We're introducing a new type of threat, zombies that carry weapons. These enemies feature stronger, more aggressive patterns. Oh my god, they have different patterns. I didn't even think about that. And pose a significantly higher level of danger compared to standard infected. Yeah, it's gonna be insane. Imagine a riot walker gripping a solid police baton, the kind of enemy that makes you seriously consider turning around and running. No, I'm already turning around and running, bro. And you just gave a riot walker, they said, a baton, bro. At the moment, our game design team is actively experimenting by equipping certain zombie types with placeholder weapons and testing a variety of behaviors and combat patterns. I bet you they're having so much fun doing that. I want to see a video of bloopers of this. Just this. I would be so happy for that. That'd be so freaking funny. Someone in the development team, please put on your OBS and record these sessions. I want to see funny moments. I want to see them, bro. Like, if anything for my video, but if anything, just post them. It'd be funny. All right. So this stuff is in progress. So we are going to get the fuse boxes, the puzzles inside the game, which I'm excited for. Make people more interested in the game while they're in the raid. I'm excited for that. The new weapons, crossbow, machete, and the short bow. They said new ranged weapon and they're showing a short bow. They didn't say anything. So it could be a crossbow. I know crossbow wants crossbow in the game. Jeez. But my depiction is going to be the short bow. I'm just throwing it out there. It's going to be the short bow. And I think, honestly, the lockdown needs it. It needs a faster weapon, more versatile weapon that they can switch through. I think it just fits and it helps. Weapon wielding zombies, again, if it's in the rookie section, 90% of the people are just going to be dead and they're going to quit the game. If it's only in survival, it's going to make it more interesting, and I don't know if it's going to have more PvP fights or encourage less PvP fights. We'll have to see. That's going to be insane. All right. So features that are coming very soon and nearly completion. So these are the things that they're basically trying to perfect to make sure that it fits in the game. So the blue section, it's coming. It's in the next major patch. The yellow section, it's going to be the second major patch. My guess, second to third major patch. So maybe like a month and a half, even possibly 2 months from now, since the development is very slow. But I think these core features we're about to talk about are very important. So I'm okay with them taking their time with it. So first, we're talking about the knockdown system. Yes. And this knockdown system is going to fall more in line with arc raiders. What? So what I mean by that is, from what I heard, is that you're going to be crawling on the ground. We're going to read it, but we're going to guess. You're going to be able to crawl on the ground. I didn't read these, by the way. I didn't read this section. These two sections. I read the future and the other sections. So I'm just guessing on this. So you're able to crawl around and you're able to extract. That's what I heard that they're trying to do. I don't know what they did do it in this one, but let's see. Based on extensive player feedback regarding revival mechanics, the Midnight Walkers development team have been exploring ways to make survival more strategic and team-oriented. The result is the knockdown system. I mean, just because it says knockdown system too, it just makes me think that as well. Instead of dying instantly, players will now enter a downed state. While knocked down, you can crawl along the ground, attempting to escape danger or buy time under pressure. So yeah, they can crawl. Teammates can revive through direct interaction, a system many players will find familiar and intuitive. This means that days of helpless spectating and teammates create data squad run are coming to an end. That's going to be good for the game. It's going to keep people in the game. It really is. When people die and they have to spectate, it's the most boring crap in the world. So them putting a system where they're more interactive and they have potential for it to come back, it's a much better for the people. First raid boss, big guy. Now I did read everything around this thing, so I don't need to read this to know what they're putting this. But I wanna like take a look at these pictures. It's so good. And some things that came out that were basically hinted were basically that there's going to be stages of this character. I'm guessing 3 stages minimum, maybe 5 stages maximum. But the more stages you are, the more dangerous he is in an area in front of him. I don't know if that means he's going to grab you, swipe you, smash you, or all the above. And is to do it, but he's going to use his right arm as his major weapon, maybe even his weakness as well. My guess, though, is weakness is going to be, I think, on his back. There's a part of his back. I'm thinking that like this thing, there's a thing right here. If you can see it, there's a thing right here, and I'm thinking that might be his weakness. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But first revealed in the early access trailer, Big Guy is the first large-scale zombie boss to appear in the Midnight Walkers show. Created in secrecy by Mr. Nobody's research team, Big Guy is a grotesque masterpiece born from a series of hidden experiments, and his sheer presence along alone leaves a lasting impression. We're currently developing the research lab where Big Guy is contained, as well as the access routes leading into the facility. This boss encounter will become a key source of acquiring core resources required to craft masterpiece gear. Big Guy will be coming for you survivors sooner than you might expect. Just a little more patience. So again, these aren't things that are going to be in order, but these things they're definitely putting in the next patch. Now, this is when they say very soon for the Big Guy. That makes me kind of think, since it's going alongside of the next thing we're going to be talking about, masterpiece weapons. I think since it's going alongside this, I think it's going to be about 2 months, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. So masterpiece tier weapons. These are the weapons you're going to need for materials to craft for from the materials are from bosses. Now this is going to be really cool. So when we see the first picture, we see the bow with poison. That's going to be annoying. We see a guitar, an axe guitar, which I think this is going to be more or less for the bartenders. I think this is going to be more like a shovel than an axe. Then we have the electric daggers. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. So they're gonna add elemental effects to it. So here's different skin variations of the masterpiece axe. You see the flames. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like, I love these designs. If you can see this, the battery. Yeah, the designs are really cool. I don't know. But that was pretty cool. And then we got the dagger variations, which are really cool too. I like them. Reminds me, like, this is just devious. This is, whoever was thinking this was not thinking of a killing weapon. I'm telling you right now, I'm calling you out. You got problems, bro. I want, no, heck nah, bro. What's that? All right, masterpiece tier weapons are extremely rare arms, obtainable only by the most exceptional survivors in the world of the Midnight Walkers. Naturally, the journey to acquire them is anything but easy. These weapons are being designed as true rewards worthy of boss encounters, clear, high stakes challenges with equally meaningful payoffs. Every masterpiece item comes with unique exclusive abilities. Rather than simply offering higher stats, Masterpiece gear is highly specialized technical equipment, each built around its own distinct functionality and playstyle. Currently, completed Masterpiece weapons: hatchet, sledgehammer, composite bow, combat shovel, and dagger. Yeah, see, I knew this was a shovel. So that's gonna be cool. So hatchet for 3 classes, sledgehammer for 1 class, composite bow for 1 class, shovel for 4 classes, 3 classes, sorry, and dagger for 1 class. So a weapon for 1 class each, basically. I mean, bartender can use hatchet and shovel. Brick can use all these except dagger and bow, I think. And then Pro can only use dagger and hatchet, maybe. Think maybe not hatchet. I don't know. I don't play Crow. Okay. Next, gadgets. I am really excited about this. We plan to continuously introduce a wide range of medical supplies, food items, and combat related equipment essential for survival. During intense encounters, using the right gadget at the right moment can turn a dire situation around. These additions are a key part of enabling diverse combat metas, and prioritizing the foundational gadgets needed to support that depth. That was the hardest thing since grade school. Gadgets aren't limited to medical items or food. Utility items such as grenades and flashbangs. I'm kind of concerned about this, and so is my the rest of my team. The grenades, if spammed, as Smitty and Neko said, I can't remember which one said it first, but they both kind of agree that if a person crafts them or finds them, however you obtain them, gets enough of them and just spams them, and it just becomes a spam fest, right? Same thing with the flashbangs. Flashbangs, I feel like it's going to be a very interesting thing. Like if you put a flashbang on only usable for lockdown, I'm down. And then grenades are only usable for lockdown and bartender, something like that. That would make sense, I guess. So I don't know. We'll see. The first editions will be new medical items, including surgical kit and painkillers. This is going to be really interesting in the game. Surgical kit, very needed. It's going to work just like Dark and Darker, probably. And then painkillers are interesting to add in the game. I think this is basically going to be a damage reduction. So you take this, and I think it's going to give you damage reduction, speed boost maybe, and maybe an attack speed boost, or just an attack speed boost and a damage reduction boost, maybe something like that. But it'd be very interesting to see that. So that's the new gadgets, and I guess all the streamers and content creators are excited for this. Twitch drops. We prepared special limited time cosmetics for survivors who love Twitch drops. These cosmetics are designed to let you show off your personality and style, offering unique visual flair that stands out in the field. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a lot of Twitch drops, which they're gonna be purple stuff. It's gonna be a purple thing. So I think that's probably what it's gonna be. Or if you look at the picture, you can see that the sledgehammer, it looks like a boulder on a stick. You know, that could be one of them, I guess. I don't know. That could be one of them. That's pretty cool. You know, I mean, it's a Twitch drop. That's for sure. That's not, I'm not upset about it. Yeah, I'm not upset about it. Oh shit. So we'll see what the Twitch drops, but I mean, putting it in the system for Twitch drops is a good enough idea. Now we're going to be talking about stuff that we're going to go briefly over, and this is just stuff that they're trying to work out, but is not too far away. It's just they're trying to make sure that everything else fits perfectly, so that way these systems make sense. So first, it's the match results and combat report system. This feature records detailed data from player versus player encounters and presents it in a clear, structured post-match report. It includes information such as opponent details, hit locations, and damage dealt and received, allowing you to revisit and analyze past fights in an engaging way. Whether you're reviewing a close call or learning from a loss, the combat report is designed to make every PvP encounter more informative and more fun to look back on. I need this. For people like me, I need this because I like information. If I died, I ask why all the time. Well, not all the time. If it's obvious, then I died, whatever. But it's nice to know what I could have done to prevent it, but with this information. I think it's very good. I think it's very good that they're thinking about basically tighten these up, tighten the making sure this fits with everything else. Weapon skin system. So this skin system is going to work very much like Call of Duty's skin package system, how it has a quote unquote brand, which is like a style. The brand is like the style. So Street Outlaw is kind of like a construction, you know, post apocalyptic kind of like look. Well, that's the brand. So if they come out with Street Outlaw guns, it's gonna have like that kind of same look as these would. So I'm pretty excited to see this kind of stuff. I mean, dude, this looks solid. It's like a hardware store looking. Like, dude, that looks so cool. And then this, look at the possibilities. Like that is cool. That is very cool. Even if you're not a fan of pink and red, that's still the coolest freaking thing. My girlfriend's gonna go nuts over this. Are you kidding me? You see the rainbows, the stars, the butterflies on this thing? This is cool as heck. All right, and this is Red Spanner. Okay, and these look like masterpiece weapons, but I don't think they are. I was looking at them earlier last night. I mean, and they look like masterpiece weapons, but they're not. They're just solid looking weapons, basically. Pretty cool. Everyone has a weapon they feel attached to. For me, it's the sledgehammer. Weapon skins exist to make those personal favorites feel even more special. Our team isn't approaching skins as simple color variations. Each skin is being crafted with care to deliver a distinct theme, a different experience, and a unique feel for every weapon. Yeah, so it's gonna be so that's what I said. They're like brands. So Blood Blossom is gonna be a brand that you're gonna see them come out with guns, and it's gonna have the same theme. Red Spanner is gonna have the same thing, and blah blah blah. We're paying close attention to the details. Even impact sounds may change depending on the skin, adding another layer of immersion. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. This weapon skin system will be arriving sooner than you might expect. They're gonna put that on everything. Anticipation. But I think everything that's from the purple to the yellow, I think these are all going to be put in within 2 months. I'm pretty sure. Codex system. I'm excited about this as well. As you explore Liberty's Grand Center, the Codex system will record the zombies you encounter, special items you discover, and hidden clues you uncover along the way. This collection doesn't just track what you found, it also reveals additional lore and hidden details tied to every entry, rewarding curious and observant players. The Codex is designed to encourage exploration and give the survivors new achievement driven goals to pursue beyond simple extraction. I'm always down for this. This is so cool. So people are going to be going in by the end of these 3 sections, you're going to be going in, right? Just trying to solve puzzles, dodge weapon wielding zombies, trying to not get knocked down, but if so, trying to revive your friend, getting used to a new set of weapons, having reason to fight bosses beyond the fact of getting gear, but getting uh materials for the best gear, new gadgets to deal with, which is new medical items to help preserve yourself inside the raid, Twitch drops reasoning to support people that are playing the game, getting better results after the game, getting a reason to give them money or to make particular certain gear, which is the weapon skin system, and then going in to raids, not only going doing all these things, but discovering ways to get information for your codex. They have all these reasons to go into a raid to play the game. Essentially, you have multiple reasons to play the game, multiple ways to play the game. And that's what they're trying to introduce. And they're introducing way more things than this. Locker room. This is what my girlfriend's really excited about. I am kind of mid about it, but I'm still kind of like, once it comes out, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be giddy. But I'm not going to use it as much unless me, Smitty, and Neko just basically chill in here while we're like, talking to you guys, I guess. I'm probably not going to use much of it. Every survivor will have their own personal locker room. This is fully explorable, lived in space. Once you can walk around, one you can walk around, customize to your taste, and truly make your own. This is going to be kind of like your own base and like Phasmophobia type thing. You'll be able to invite friends into your locker room, interact together, and even allow them to use the facilities you've unlocked. It's designed to function as a social hub, not just as a menu. As its core, the locker room serves as a long-term progression system. The more you play, the more it grows with you, creating a tangible sense of accumulation and personal advancement. And this is still a secret, but you might even be able to raise a companion pet. What? I wonder if it's going to be like a zombie and you can, oh my God. At this stage, the team has completed the core structural layout of the locker room and it is currently reviewing it in preparation for a full feature implementation. A personal, fully explorable space unique to each player, extensive customization options to make it truly yours, a social hub where friends can visit and interact, unlockable and upgradable facilities that support long-term progression. That's insane. And I know I heard them talk about what they want also to put in there is arcade systems for actual like and like if they're doing the slot machines, the interactable slot machines where you can play the slot machines in the raid, I imagine they're gonna have slot machines in it and where you can buy slot machines for your locker room. I know they want to put arcade, and that might be a next thing too. You might see interactable arcade systems where you can literally play an arcade inside the raid. I don't know why you would do that, but there we are. So that's pretty cool. That's the locker room, your base basically. And then workbench rework. We're reworking the crafting system to greatly improve accessibility and reconstructing crafting stations into 3 distinct categories, each designed around clear, intuitive use cases. In addition, we're introducing a blueprint unlock system by finding and registering special blueprints through gameplay. You'll be able to craft unique and powerful equipment, adding a new layer of progression to crafting. While the final vision places the revamped crafting stations inside the locker room, the crafting system rework itself will be implemented first ahead of the integration. So that way it can be put into the locker. I got it. That makes sense. That makes really sense. So basically, this stuff is going to be seen into your locker room. It's going to be cool. Like everything, all this is going to be really cool. We're going to make a separate video for the player ideas, but it is actually a pretty cool little thing because they've checkmarked all this, and that means that they're basically going to start doing this. And I think this is going to be kind of cool. This, by the way, we're going to go over. This is a different streaming service. This is what they use where they're from primarily. I think this is what they're trying to do as well. Bartender key mapping. I'm so excited for this. And then vending machines. You see this? Vending machines. I'm excited for that. I want that so bad. Anyways, a lot of cool things coming in, guys. Appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are loving the information. I'm trying to bring it to you guys in a very weird, compact way, but I know this video is lasting probably a little bit too long. So catch you guys in the next one. I appreciate it. We're going to go over the ideas and player requested in the next one tomorrow. Check it out.